Okay, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg. Welcome back for some more Dominion 6. Last time we did L.A. Hollowmore. And, yeah, I think I'm a little wary of the archipelago map at the moment. I don't know. That was unusually rough conditions. Cool nation, though. Yeah, I mean, it's a cool nation. Let's find another cool nation. 212. That is Toxandria. We've done that. It's a fun nation. 118 is Hollowmore. 126 is the Warhammer Dwarves. We've done those. 129 is Altdorf. We've done that. 233. MA Rexa, the Molten Ones. It keeps coming up, and I probably should do it sometime, but it's just... I don't know. 41 is... MA Atlantis. 232 is Dim Hall, Dwarven Necrologist. We've done that one. 37 is MA Agartha. We've done that, I'm pretty sure. Probably. It all blends together now, these vanilla ones. 259 is LA Slaw. We did that recently. 57 is MA Pangea. I think we've done that. 58. LA Sargassia, Viridian Reformation. That sounds like something I haven't done. Just take a look. This has definitely not been done. Okay. We're gonna try playing it with Dominions Enhanced, just because it's so hard for me not to play with Dominions Enhanced. As for a map... this is an aquatic nation. So, Let's do Edowin. That's a good one. Edowin is 180 land. So we could do 789. Probably should be alright. Right. So Sargassia used to be ruled by a race of Thom algae in the past. The Thom algae degraded with time and eventually disappeared entirely, leaving Sargassia with no rulers. The parasitic Sargassids helped to stave off the Illithid invasion, but eventually the other peoples of Sargassia turned on them in fear of being parasitically possessed when the Sargassids run out of hosts. Throngs of Sargassids were cut into pieces, which floated to the surface, inadvertently creating lots of food for coastal races. The complete genocide of Sargassids was averted, but from now on, the Sargassids are constantly under laminarid supervision. The horrific dreams of Earlier still haunted the rulerless Sargassia, so they have sought out new allies, the Amphiprionids. Okay. This reclusive subrace of the Ictids was hiding in an enemy forest for a long time, and now has emerged to remove the disturbances, such as Earlier, Atlantis, and the land nations. So we have Sargassids, Laminarids, Grand Coralids, Porphirids, and Amphiprionids. Oh boy. Those sure are words. There have never been more words. Poor Laminarid troops, strong aquatic coralids, and sacred Amphiprionids. We get nature, fire, water, astral magic, some air and death. Weak priest, standard forts. Viridian Kelp Angler. It's our scout and assassin too. So it's an assassin with 7 protection, but blunt pierce resist, 9 defense only, 13 attack, 10 blunt armor piercing, strangulation, and armor piercing fatigue. And it's hard to say. It says that they become very slow on land, so I don't know how good of assassins they're going to be. Amphiprianid Priest, level 1 Holy. Void Sanity 10, Amphibian, blah blah blah. Viridian Commander, level 4 Holy. Okay, I guess. They're expensive. 1 recruitment point, 70 leadership, but it's a level 4 fucking priest. Filterer. 2 water, amphibian, poison resist 15, recuperation, land encumbrance 5, blind. Yeah, the land encumbrance is not great. I don't know if that adds... I assume that adds also to spellcasting. That's a little tricky. High Brain Correlid. 1 astral, 2 death. Oh boy. 40% chance for another astral or death. They are aquatic only though, so any we'd want to take would have to get rings of water breathing. Not rings, amulet of fish or whatever, an amulet of breathing. But it would allow us to do some big Horde of Skeleton communions, which is always fun. Anemomancers. 2 fire, 1 nature, 20% for a water or nature. Sacred amphibians, poison resist, supply bonus. Okay. I think that's probably a pretty viable option. Grand Correlid Commander. 2 fire, 2 nature, aquatic. And, Grand Anemomancers. 2 fire, 1 air, 1 earth, 1 astral, 1 nature. Fire, water, nature, 20% for another water or nature. Theoretically, one of these could be 3 nature, but other than that, it's a pretty shallow, wide spread. But if we got enough of them, I mean, say you got 12 of these guys, and you had 8 of them as slaves, 4 of them as masters. That would bump them all up to at least, 5 fire, 4 air, 4 earth, 4 nature. I mean, yeah, we'd have access to a lot of, big fucking buffs. I mean, we could do Army of Mist, we could do Legion of Steel, we could do Marble Army, we could do Oaken Army, we could do, Army of Giants, we could do Mass Regeneration or whatever. All sorts of stuff. Sargassia. Very, very cheap. 9 hit points, 7 protection, 6 defense with blunt, pierce resist, 2 7 damage fist attacks. Not very good. Viridian Warrior. Slightly more expensive, slightly better. 7 protection, 10 defense, 10 hit points, blah blah blah, pretty average. But blunt, pierce resist. With a 12 damage coral spear that also has poison. It's alright. Viridian Guards get shields. 14 defense, parry 4 shield. Still have the coral spear. It's just better. For 4 more gold, 1 more resource, and 2 more recruitment points. Why would you not? Why would you not? Grand Correlid. Aquatics. But as far as aquatic expansion is concerned, they're pretty nasty. 15 protection, 10 hit points, 9 defense, poison barbs 5, a coral knife for 14 with poison, and 2 stings for 13 armor piercing with poison. Yeah, these things are pretty nasty. For conquering the water is probably what we'll make. Peripherid. 25 hit points, 12 protection, 8 defense, blah, blah, blah. Recuperation, blind, reinvigoration 3, which is very curious. Like, okay, you give him land encumbrance 5. Why not just make it land encumbrance 2 or something? I don't know. They don't have any encumbrance normally. They're alright, I guess. And they can go on water, but it's hard to say. Anemonic Pugilist. Sacred. Amphibian. 17 hit points, 8 protection, 9 defense, 10 MR, 14 morale. Pretty shitty stats. Poison barbs 5, and poisonous skin 30. With a 10 damage fist and a 7 damage anemone tentacles. Armor piercing, 2 attacks, and a paralyze. Goodness gracious. Anemoflagellant. 5 protection, 17 hit points, 8 defense. With a length 2 flail, 18 bludgeoning, twice, and paralyze. Okay. And then Amphiprinoid Warrior, cap only. The other ones are not cap only. These are your big boys. They get 17 hit points, 16 protection, 11 defense with a parry 4 shield. Only 4 speed, though. Very slow. Very slow. Quite slow. Poison Barb 5, and the 14 damage Coral Spear. Yeah, they're not bad or anything, although that speed is really quite atrocious. You'd really want to have swiftness or something, but I guess it's not strictly necessary. But I don't know, I'm kind of leaning towards these guys. If we can make these things work, it's pretty good. Maybe. Alright, spells. We have Summon Anemonster. A crab anemone... Jesus, I hate this word. Anemone hybrid. You get 1 for 2 nature gems. Okay. Alteration. We got Anemonic Touch. Range 1. 10 plus armor negating poison. And paralyze. Anemonic Mucus. Gives a caster poison resist 15. And I assume fire resist 15. So that's good. Animate Calcified Mannequin. 13 plus calcified mannequins for 13 nature gems. You don't get to see what those look like, but okay. Anemonic Curse. Cursed with the form of a sea anemone for the rest of his life. Anemonic Spray. Range 20 plus 5. 4 plus 1 area effect. 7 plus 2. Armor negating poison and paralyze. It's not bad. Anemonic Cloud. 3 fire, 1 nature, range 30, area effect 6 plus. So it's a poison cloud plus paralyze. Paralyze plus. How does that even work? I don't know, but it's certainly pretty good. Okay. Construction. The Anemone Mace. 5 poison resist, damage, Anemone poison, paralyze, blah, blah, blah. Calcifier gives stone skin. Can only be used on a certain type of units. Whatever those units might be. Okay. Enchantment, we have Skeleton Calcification. 14 plus calcified skeletons for 7 death gems. Mnemonic Ward. 20 plus area effect, poison resist, and fire resist. Very delicious. Especially when throwing around those clouds. Okay. Thaumaturgy. Nothing. Blood, nothing, of course. Divine, nothing. Okay. Right. Well, we're planning on using Grand Corelids to take over the ocean, or the water sections. And then for land, I think we're mostly just focused on these pugilists and trying to make them work. And then aided by these mages who can cast big poison clouds. They do have poison resist 5, but I think we should bump that up to 10. With the bless. And really go ham. I don't think we have a mage that could... Well, theoretically... Yeah, we could cast Foul Vapors with one of these guys. Theoretically. Otherwise, there's always a Pretender, and there's plenty of wacky options, like a Deep Sea Fisher. Funny. A Sea Nymph. Titan of Maelstroms. Copper Maker. Plenty of good, fun options. I mean, you know, I like my monsters. I like Titans. We could certainly do some good work with Titans. Rainbow Mage is always kind of the just cheesiest option, I think, for Sacreds. Well, we want something that's going to cast Foul Vapors, so... I guess I'm leaning towards a Titan. Like the Lord of Ferocity could be pretty good. As for a Bless for those things... like I said, a little Poison Resist would go a long way. But they really need... Yeah, they kind of do need a Working Man's Bless plus something big. Hardskin could do some good work. If we didn't want to go all the way to, like, Ethereal. But those are pretty similar. So I would want, like, Blood, Fire, Earth, Nature. It's quite a lot. It's probably why we have to go for a Rainbow Mage. Mermaid Enchantress if we wanted to go Ethereal. It's never that cheap, though. I think we're looking at Imprisoned Rainbow Mage. Get a little extra poison resist. Oh, that's right. So I was also leaning towards, like, vitriolic weapons. But that's really quite pricey. Yeah, this is going pretty ham on a bless. Makes you wonder if it's even worth it, but, you know, we like to do different stuff. As for scales, then, they have no resource costs. These things have practically no resource costs. I think we can go sloth 2, order 1 or 2. Yeah, it's gonna be a little tricky. I think the early game will be a little tricky. But eventually, if we can hold out long enough, our sacreds will be pretty painful. I mean, ethereal is good. We're still gonna lose a lot of them though, but I don't know. Is there a decent alternative? Hard skin and undyne and regen. We'd still lose quite a few, and that's even more expensive, I think. I'm gonna regret this. Because it would just be a lot easier to take, like, a monster or even a titan and go dormant and just make these sacreds. The problem is I don't have a unit that I'm happy with that's not one of these sacreds. So I kind of need to make them pretty powerful. I'm conflicted. I guess we'll see. For thrones, I think we're looking at 12 on this one. Go 13, just because I'm iffy. Well, start with 3 water thrones in our vicinity, and then 1 here connected to the water. Okay, that's good, I guess. I got a level 4 priest. I can make my profit. We're gonna have the never heard of. I think this is a first. Level 5 prophet. Outrageous. Oh, we got it where it's a fucking plains again. That's definitely some fucking issue with Dominions Enhanced. That means that I can't even make those sacreds out of... I can't even make the unit I was gonna make. Okay, I'll just make these sacreds then. That's what we got. I'll have to roll with that. But I can only make grand anenomancers. So, yeah, we're pretty fucked. I think we may have to restart on it. But wasn't it on... So this is the problem with Dominions Enhanced. That we left enabled. And for some reason, it's just overwriting the starting site for a modded nation not connected to it. I don't know why. Look upon him, level 5 priest. He can conquer the world. Divine Wrath. Around 10% of units and all enemy sacreds must check MR, become blinded, diseased, or suffer damage. Friendly sacred units are immune to the effects. Yeah, that seems pretty good. I don't know, cast that a few times. It's a lot of fatigue, but still. Assassinate. Let's see how you do, pal. You didn't even kill his guard. Not good. It doesn't seem like anything's getting blinded. Okay. Yeah, they're really damn slow, man. I have to keep pushing things back. So the oh, that was level 3. Damn it. Jeez, those Meridian guards just disintegrate. Fucking hell. I think that's my doing. Or is it poison damage? No, it definitely should not be poison. So I think that's me casting Divine Wrath that's fucking him over. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. We can make things sacred for the battle that aren't sacred. Also, why wouldn't I just cast Fanaticism? Okay. Yeah, that's better. Don't worry, we'll get another fort set up sometime. Alright, let's make it happen, man. We got this. Got this by the ass. Probably. My sacreds are not really up to snuff. Oh, nice. Get bucked. Only lost 2 sacreds and all that. Claim. Easy game, even without our capital in the water. Throne of the Churning Ocean. 3 water gems per turn and a air gem. Do we get Nope, this turn we will. We lost. Fucking war shamblers. Ow! They swing for 20 fucking 7. It's ridiculous. Alright, well. Finish the job, I guess. Also, let's summon anemone monsters. Oh, that's only underwater, which we are not underwater. Damn. You can summon fire ants. A lot of this stuff will just instantly drown. If we... Well, no, we won't be able to move it off the capital. Let's plan on building a second fort here. Yeah, passing a lot of turns, but it's alright. I don't know if there's another... I mean, usually the AI gets in the water some way, but there's no other aquatic nation. Fossilized conch and pearl farm. 2 earth, 1 astral. We'll have you build a temple there. Good, good. Second throne. Sacred's got caught behind the clutch, but the Viridian Guards did all the work. It's fine. Easy peasy. Yeah, alright. Game goes so quick. We got the outer throne. Good, good. Build some rock walls. 2 earth gems as well. 3 astral pearls. Things are coming together, baby. Yeah, we may as well, I suppose. Search. Except, aren't some things like really... They drop down to speed 7. These things drop down to speed 3. Oh god, much kludge. Hey, let's be cool friends forever. Not really a big concern, but may as well. Bumpage. Forest trolls. All right. Yeah. Do you think we can take that? There's another throne here. Okay, we put in too many thrones. But, you know, it could be the opposite. You never know. You never know. I'd rather have too many than too few. But, you know, like, we could put in 12 and just not get any near us, you know? We could be in a shitty position. That's definitely happened. Many times. So, you know, it is what it is. Perfect. Really? Where I was building the rock walls, huh? Do you think... Does the game do that on purpose, do we think? Do you think the game is like, oh, he's building a palisade here, and he didn't put any PD. Let's teach him a little lesson here. Let's have a little fun. Throne of Death. A lot of death gems. Yeah, obviously all my national shit can only be cast underwater. I was working on that. We were going to get a nice fort set up. Get a lab set up. And then the game said, no, you're an idiot. You're a dumbass. Why didn't you put PD there? And I still haven't put PD on the other thrones, so... But I'm not building palisades there, so the game doesn't care. It's not as funny if I'm not building a palisade, so it can't waste 1,200 gold. Smoldering starfish colony. Well, that's 3 thrones. Pretty good. Nice and tidy, since underwater thrones are really frickin' easy. Andromania, huh? Oh, yeah. Oh, I didn't put PD on that throne again. Shredding pretty easily. Died from a disease, huh? Oh, TNC. There's another one here. Man, we really have our pick of the litter then. Yeah, everyone's gonna refuse. It's gonna be one of those games. TNC, Andromania, Hausa. A light infantry warrior illusion, heavy infantry crossbowman. Seems pretty doable. Fuck it, let's just go in. Nah, that would be kind of dumb. We don't need to do that fast. We'll go back home. Okay. Yeah, I think it'll be pretty simple. I think that, boy, we're losing a lot to disease, huh? Are these things old? No? Are they? Oh, well, we did hit the Throne of Death. It's true, I suppose. Temple... Alright, we will, get another couple of them. Also accepted. No on TNC, though. Yeah. Okay, okay. Yeah, it should be enough, I think. Sure, it'd be nice, I guess. We could sit there and wait for our pretender to come out. Not the end of the world. There you go. In the water. Giant anemone found. Oh man, we're gonna worship it as our god. Urshanabi. Bomb algae. Fire 3, Death 2, Nature 2, Glamour 3. Boy, oh boy, that is some good magic stuff. And summon shambling walkers. Why not summon a shambling walker? Alright, just preach here for the moment. Hey, our god arrived. Alright, let's see these Anna monsters. And why don't we see it, the calcified mannequins, too? Show it to me. Andromani in the water with Serene One. Oh, he must have water breathing. A bless we've never, ever taken. Shambling Walkers. 18 hit points, 9 protection with Pierce Resist. They never heal. They have a Chill 3 aura. 2 famine claws for 15 slashing plus starvation on damage. And antlers. Well, I wouldn't say they're insanely good, but they are also stealthy. Not bad. Alright, so there's the Animonster. 54 hit points, 22 protection, with Poisonous Skin 10, 25 armor-piercing Crab Claw, and 15 blunt armor-piercing Tentacles, 2 attacks with a Paralyzed. Yeah, okay, they're fucking ridiculous. And they're amphibious. I mean, sure, they're undisciplined, but who cares? Just send, like, 12 of these at any army. Also, we have Calcified Mannequins. 15 protection, natural, with 11 defense, parry 4 shield, and pierce resist, and they heal. They have 33 fatigue, sleep vines, 3 attacks, and 11 slashing claw. Huh. Yeah, they're really not bad either. Some good summons. But I would say, like, you could basically just have just non-stop summon Animonsters. Easy win. But we have already won easily, I think. So you're just going to cast all vapors. A lot of good spells we could cast, but yeah, foul vapors. And then I think we're gonna do hold and attack. Yeah, should be no problem. Foul vapors is pretty diabolical. Now they're ethereal, poison resist 10. They do 16 damage with their spears and 7 armor piercing acid on top of it. Pretty good, I would say. Yeah, I mean, way overkill. Yeah, the poison actually didn't kill that much, but it, you know, fucked them up. Alright, lame. That'll be... Yeah, we found the Kelp Fortress. Amazing. Okay, well, I mean... We could have had a very different game, you know, different map, or even same map, but different circumstances. I mean, you never know. But yeah, we had technically 2 other thrones. Oh no, he took that. Okay, he took that one. He also took that one. Oh, also he had this one. Damn, he was fucking lucky too. If I hadn't taken this, he would have taken that. He could have won. Wild. Yeah, maybe I did too many thrones. I mean, I try to do it based on, like, a formula. Because usually for 6 players with size, 20 provinces per player, that's 120, and then I'll do 8 thrones for that. This was 9 players, 180 provinces, so it was 50% bigger, 50% more players, so I added 50% more thrones. Plus 1, I guess, because I was concerned. But that wouldn't have made that much of a difference. But yeah, they were all just kind of concentrated. Look at that. I mean, this whole northern hemisphere has, like, practically none outside of this one. Yeah, that is just not great. Yeah, a couple here. Huh. Well, it is what it is. At least we got to cast Foul Vapors once. Right, so Sargassia. It's hard to say. I mean, we had the bug where our capital wasn't underwater, which cut out, these 4 units and multiple commanders. But, I'm not sure why. These are amphibious units and stuff. I don't know why I cut those out, but it did. But still, I mean, all we needed were right here, right at the end. This was it. Yeah. I mean, these things were pretty solid. The Viridian Guard, pretty solid. Most of the stuff we did was underwater, so these guys are gonna do pretty well under there. Especially with blunt pierce resist. Most stuff underwater is pierce. So, yeah, I mean, it was fine. And then had we had to play more, these Sacreds would have been really fun. And the Animonsters would have been pretty fucking monstrous. But, I mean, if you compare that to just the standard, like, Cave Crab, those things have 54 hit points, 22 protection with a 25 armor-piercing claw. They're pretty nasty as well. These things are just a bit more nasty with the tentacles thrown on top and poisonous skin. Yeah, it's a slightly upgraded version of the Cave Crab. I'm surprised I don't bring more cave crabs out, but I guess you have to be in a cave to summon them. But yeah, they're pretty good. All right, I mean, that was it. It was, I'm not going to complain, because the last game we had and the game a few games ago, really rough ones. So it's nice to just not sweat as much. Yeah, I mean, this one was a little ridiculous. I really handed it to myself on a platter, but I mean, if it wasn't this easy, I think Andromania could have won pretty quickly. Because he could have started to go over here or something. Like, the fact that he gave himself water breathing randomly, it's a little worrisome. But alright, my name is Mangg. Game watching has been Dominion 6. See you fine folks next time.